Enlightened Mystic Essentials, and today we're going to do your fears, blocks, holes, okay, and regrets. We're starting out with the Dark Mirror Oracles to see what your fear, block, holes, or regrets are, followed by main energies of these fear, blocks, holes, or regrets. And then we're going to the darkness to see what is the darkness or negativity that is surrounding your fears, blocks, and holes, okay? Or maybe regrets. And then we are going to the doorway, gateway of spirit to see what your spiritual messages are. Anything that needs to be broken down, we will. And anything that needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted, we will. So Pisces, for the last couple of months, I have been seeing the numbers of 4 and 2 as being the most injuring or dangerous numbers to have. Because the 4s and the 2s are numbers that toggle back and forth from like light to dark or from positivity to negative according to your thoughts and your actions. So be careful. So Spirit, for Pisces as a collective, what are the fear, blocks, and holes that they must focus on in May? For the month of May, Spirit, your first one out, sacrifice. What are you sacrificing, Pisces? Sacrifices here. What are you sacrificing? Another fear block. You have 2. They came out so fast. Fear block, a hold. You have gilded regret. Gilded regret. Right? Towards triumph of lies. And these cards open up an opportunity for you, Pisces. Spirit, what is the energy of sacrifice for Pisces? Thank you. Opportunity to heal it, baby. Healer of ages is here. What are you sacrificing? What have you been sacrificing? What is the energy of gilded regret towards triumph of lies for Pisces, Spirit? Walking away. And I said it was an opportunity because your gilded regret and triumph of life make a 6. What is the 6? A need for balance. And in order for you to get that balance, you must walk away. That's what's going on. Spirit, what is the darkness or the negativity surrounding sacrifice for Pisces? Ooh, Pisces, you had 2. They did not want to be seen, but I see them. You're going to see them too. Having the strength for that new vision. You got to have the strength. You must see the vision, and it must be a strong vision. See? Vision and strength. Yes. You got to be able to see an opening for healing. Plain and simple. Your mental, your mind controls how your body acts, correct? So therefore, your mind controls action, right? Spirit, what is the darkness around gilded regret and towards triumph of lies? Oh, let me tell you something. When I say you are the 3rd, I believe, or the 4th sign that has had this trapped, oh my gosh, trapped is here. And if this is not you, yourself trapped, there is a message that you need to hear or receive that is being blocked off. Whew, Spirit, what is the spiritual message for Pisces for sacrifice? What cannot be seen in the physical but is there in the spiritual? What is the message here for Pisces? You have 2. Y'all, your message is very heavy, very strong. You have the keepers of the scale towards the dream walker. Let's go, Pisces. Fairness and balance, right? Towards dreams and the collective good and illusions. Start paying attention to your dreams. Spirit and visions of sight. You know, you may be, say you're sitting in the living room watching the TV and you think you see something. And then when you look, it's not there. Those are spirits. And let's just pray that they're like your ancestors or angels or fairies, something, a good spirit, trying to get your attention. I hear Spirit says. Spirit, what is gilded regret towards triumph of lies? What is the spiritual message that cannot be seen in the physical, but is there in the spiritual for Pisces? The diamond dreamer. You are the second sign to have material wealth and true prosperity. But the only way for you to see this is to walk towards it, Pisces. See? Walking away. You got to walk towards the diamond dreamer. So when I say your reading is heavy, it is. But it's all good, though, because that's what Leah's here for. So let's get over here to this sacrifice. Whew. Definitely going to, I don't know, we might look into that. But let's see. Sacrifice. First, fear, block, hold, or regret. What have you been sacrificing, right? Because this is a card of 7. What is the 7? 7 is a number of self-reflection, Pisces. And if you are new to my channel, I'm Leah. I read numbers, colors, talk to spirits. So here in your sacrifice, you are suited up, right? Suited up in armor. Everything is covered, ready to go. Or is it that you have already been through the battle, right? And then there is something or some type of transformations taking place in your mental, in your logic. We have 2 indications here. There is a sword that represents mental. And then when you look at this feminine's face, one eye is in the physical, but the other eye is in enlightenment or illumination within the spiritual realm. So they're telling us that you need to start looking at a spiritual aspect of these things. And then the other thing about it is, Pisces, you coming in as a feminine energy. What is the feminine energy? Feminine energies are the negative holders of energy. So what has came in here and wounded you? What are you getting ready to prepare to fight or battle against here? Getting ready for war, or you are coming out of the war. So what is going on with this sacrifice? And if it has not happened, it could have happened in the new moon cycle, or it is coming up upon the next new moon cycle. Because here, the moon is leading to the new moon. New moon is taking over, so you got a 3/4 moon here. See the moon cycles on the side. So let's see what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted. Spirit for Pisces, what needs to be surrendered, released, or accepted for this sacrifice? What do they need to see and make understood? That card did not want to come out and it flipped over. Whew, but guess what? Another card came out. What? Directly on top. Face down. What is it that you're not seeing? What are you battling? What is going on in this element of sacrifice? Surrender your desire to what? Control people. Is that why you have that sword there? Pisces? Trying to control people in a situation? It says, being over controlling can sabotage relationships. Oh. So that's what you've been battling. Right? To more effectively achieve your goals, back off, regroup, and give the situation some breathing room. Is that why you standing away from the battle? What is going on with you? And when you do this, it brings forth a balance, the Hill of Ages, right? Yeah, the Hill of Ages is a card of 6. But together, sacrifice and the Hill of Ages make that 4. So you can keep continuing to battle it out in the physical realm, or you can choose to see it from the spiritual aspect or the spiritual realm in order to gain enlightenment to bring forth this balance. Now, what are the 4s? Because don't forget, 4s and 2s are the most injuring and dangerous numbers on the boards, right? So your 4s talk about what needs to be grounded, what needs to be stabilized, see? What needs to be brought down, settled down, calmed down. But 4s also talk about what is going on in the root of a situation. what is going on in a foundation or a structure. When I say a foundation, what is your relationship built out, out of? Is it a relationship built of stability? Obviously not, because you suited up and booted up and ready to go, Pisces. What is going on in a structure? That could be a home, a workplace, a medical office, a school. It doesn't matter. Whatever type of structure, a standing building, And then Force also talks about what needs to end. See? What needs to end. What needs to be completed. What needs to be buried. You see? That's why the fours are so dangerous. Because one view or one line of vision of the physical, and you can literally end a relationship. And isn't it funny how the Hill of Ages is on the side of the illumination of the eye? See, the illumination of the eye is on the side of the Hill of Ages. What do you need to do? Go within yourself or your higher self or your spiritual self or within the spiritual realm to bring forth healing. Plain and simple. So what is going on in the darkness? And then they talk about the vision. What vision? What vision? Which eyes are you using to work out a situation? Is it your physical eye or is it your spiritual eye? And then visions is an 8. What is 8? Calling for a spirit in a situation. Spiritual rebirths and rejuvenations, also known as transformations. Vision. They're telling you in order to bring healing, see, right? To whatever you're sacrificing. When you talk about sacrificing, this could be you sacrificing yourself to a relationship or just the sacrificing of the relationship itself. What do you need to do? Have a bird's eye view, clear vision, baby. You see? Seeing within the spiritual realm. And it's funny because this card is the 8. It's not hard to do, right? And so when you look from a spiritual aspect or you gain that spiritual insight, what comes along with that vision is a strength. And guess what strength is? Also an 8. Yes. And then 2 cards of 8 make what? 7. What is 7? 7 is a number of self-reflection. Pisces having that spiritual vision of strength to bring forth a balance to a situation of sacrifice. See how that go? See how it go? Right? And then the thing about it, on the other side of strength, you have keepers of the scale. It screams balancing all day. But the keepers of the scale is a card of 2. What are the 2s? 2s talk about pairs, right? What pairs? These pairs of vision and strength, or these pairs of sacrifice and heal of ages. Which pairs? Or the pairs of the keepers of the scale and the dream walker. You see? 2s also talk about doorway, gateways, opportunities, threshold, missed opportunities. The bonding factor or the connecting factor of 2 becoming 1. See that? When you talk about 2 becoming 1, to bring forth fairness and balance, you must what? Pay attention. See how they's looking over here? To what? Dreams and the collective good. What people are doing. What is the mass group doing? An illusion. I just told you earlier, when you looking at TV or you driving down the road or, you thought you seen a bird, but when you looked, there was no bird. Paying attention. This is in the spiritual realm. And it is also a card of 8. And these 2 together make the what? 1. 1 you, 1 thought, 1 journey. Paying attention to your journey. What do you see along your way of travel? Right? What is in your mental? See that? So, what is coming to you? Dreams of balance and fairness, or you dreaming at night of balance, of fairness, being, it just depends. What is going on within dreams? They're giving you signs constantly, and they keep telling us how you view things, right? So you do what you got to do, because it's not hard. They're literally paving the way or laying it out in a map for you. I mean, how hard is it? And it's all about balance, balancing sacrifice. See that? Balancing of sacrifice, of self-sacrifice, okay? Having that spiritual vision to bring forth that spiritual strength, right? Because those are 2 8s, spirit. So you can accept, because don't forget, tools, decisions, choices, opportunities, communication factors of conversating and debating. The conversating is the talking and the compromising. The debating is the yelling, the fighting, the arguing, the law enforcement being called out. See? Choosing, choices, decisions, to pay attention. See how they looking over there? Right? To your dreams, to what people are doing, or even like physical signs. You know? When you think you've seen it, but what was that really there? Yeah, it was there, trying to get your attention. But illusions. Don't think that you are seeing things. Don't think that you're going crazy. Oh, I can't tell nobody this because they might think I'm crazy. All right. Because guess what? At the end of the day, Pisces, it's not just you, but the collective good is going through the same thing. Other Pisces are going through the same thing. And don't forget, I'm a fellow water sign. And guess what? Lately, the last couple of weeks, I've been seeing things and they have not been there. But I know they've been there. You see what I'm saying? I think the other day I was sitting home and, you know, the little skylight. I say, dang, is it a bird keep flying? I was like, go up in and look and go outside and I go look, but there's no birds there. Then a few minutes later, you know, I come in and then I see the birds flying over. I said, okay, I got communication. I got some messages coming in. But it's not in the physical realm. It's through the spiritual. Is your eyes open? You know? So self-check, spiritual check. So let's look at this sacrifice and see what's going on. Let's see what the story is with this sacrifice. Spirit 4, Pisces, clarify sacrifice. That came out quick. 6 of Swords, movement forward. Now, I'm going to explain this card. The indecision is being held up in the air, right? So therefore, we're talking about within your what? Mental. The red talks about love or defeat because no one is bleeding. So the indecision of love or the indecision of defeat, right? Upon the water. What is water? Water talks about emotions. It talks about life and it talks about purifying and cleansing. Okay, so upon the water, the way is being open because the boat is orange towards recovery, right? So is the recovery being cleared, the way being cleared of recovery upon your emotions, upon your life situations, see? Or just the fact that the way is being cleansed in the water is the purification. So if the water is the purification of the way to recovery being open, there can be no indecision of defeat here. So this is the indecision of love. See? The indecision of love. The water is purifying over the emotions in a life situation, right? In life situations, the way is being cleared towards recovery. See? That's the 6 of Swords. So the sacrifice. What is underneath the deck? An offer. An offer. Page of Cups. Victory. Victory. 6 of Staff. What is the 6 of Staff? A new journey. Ace of Staff. Over. See how they're going over that rock? 5 of Staff. What is the 5 of Staff? Conflict of action. See? So an offer. A victory. Somebody's offering to move forward. Out of a situation of sacrifice. See? Victoriously. 6 of Staff. The Knight of Cups is coming in. And I'm going to tell you about this Knight of Cups too. Offering what? The moon. See? To what? Walk away. 5 of Swords. Quickly. Right? Why? Because someone wants what? Strength. See there? To have, to what? To take action What? Towards communication. See? Yeah. So when you talk about communication, what are signs of communication? Your visions are signs of communication. I don't have to open my mouth, right, to be able to communicate and conversate with you or anybody else, because I can conversate with my eyes, or I can receive a message from the spiritual realm. Do you see? I don't have to open my mouth to talk to receive a message. I can just move in the way of balance by following the communication or the messages of what? Dreams or the collective, and understanding and deciphering illusions, knowing what's real and what's not, what's within the physical, what's within the spiritual. Okay, so somebody's coming in here to make an offer to move forward victoriously, but they're offering the moon when they come in. And that's why I said, let me explain this Knight of Cups. Who is this Knight of Cups? I know you say, oh, Leah, they the movers and the shakers of the day. Yeah, they the movers and the shakers of the day. So let me tell you about the Knight. When you dealing with the movers and the shakers of the deck, that leaves more room for error, honey. Now let me tell you about this Knight of Cups. When you dealing with the Knight of Cups, this is someone who is being divinely guided and divinely protected, but they are going upon their logic in a spiritual realm or a spiritual sense, because that is the Eye of Horus, right? And this person is moving in the journey of purification and clarity, because that's the white bottom, right? And this person thinks that they have their mental together, because your spirit is going straight up towards the air. And this person wears gold and black. What is the gold and black? The illumination of darkness, the illumination of negativity. And they are moving to give this cup. But even though the way is being cleared, see that orange ground? The same color as your little orange boat over here. And isn't it funny how they're going in two different directions? So pay attention, right? So when I say this Knight has a lot of room for error, because until this Knight crosses over that stream of water, what is the water factors? Life, situations, emotions, and the purification of cleansing, right? Is water. Until that Knight walks over that stream of water, this offer is not set in stone. It is not guaranteed, because this Knight can literally stop at the edge of the stream and turn around. Then what happens to your offer? It goes away. Yeah. So this Knight is coming in to offer the moon. See? Be careful. Don't say, oh my God, I got a message coming in. From who? Strike one is a Knight coming in, and strike two is the Knight of Cups. The way is being clear, and they have a spiritual sense about themselves of what they need to do. But yet and still they walk in the physical realm, and they have not crossed over that water. And isn't it funny how, let me put them together. Isn't it funny how that stream of water in the Knight of Cups runs right over here to what? The moon. Be careful. What is the moon? The moon talks about deception, reflection. And when the thing about when you look in the reflection, it doesn't mean, like when you look in the water and it reflects back, it doesn't mean that you're going to see what you thought you was going to see looking in. You thought it was going to be that mirroring effect. When you dealing with water signs, Pisces, Scorpios, and Cancers, other signs, you know what they fear most? When they look into our waters, you know our depths go very, very, very deep. But when their reflection reflects back, it is not the best reflection. It's always the deepest, the darkest of themselves. So you better be careful, because if this Knight coming over here and they haven't crossed over that water, they may lean over and look into the water and see something they don't want to see. Be careful, right? Deception, reflection, the unseen, the unknown. See that? Right? So the Knight is coming in here to offer the moon. the unseen, the unknown, the reflection, the deception, right? And someone is going to what? Walk away so fast. Look how fast. You literally have the chariot pushing them out the way. Literally. And when the chariot comes in here, right, and pushes them out the way, this person is going to be heartbroken because they carry the heartbreak in their hand and they leave the indecision behind. What is the indecision that they're leaving behind? Is it the offer? Or is it that moon that they offered? See? Right? And when they're pushed out the way, right? What are they going to find? What are they going to find? They're going to find their strength. You know why? Because that same moon that they offered has given them a reflection back that they cannot be weak. And the next time you approach me, you might as well go ahead and step over that screen and get on the other side and make this solid concrete. Find your strength, right? And when they find their strength, what is going to happen? They're going to what? Take action. Because look, the Three of Staff talks about a new journey, of somebody walking through the threshold. See the Two of Staff? What are the twos? Doorway, gateway, thresholds. Opportunities, missed opportunities. See? 1 foot over the threshold, 1 foot behind the threshold. Someone is going to move forward towards taking action to what? Communicate. Communicate. Right? And then once they communicate, what is going to be communicated? 6 of Cups. Someone is going to get left in the past. Who is going to get left in the past? Or what is going to get left